a uniform square sine of 40 Newton, so the weight of the sine is 40 Newton, is suspended vertically from its top edge by a horizontal hinge. So there's a front view and there's a side view of the situation here. So the hinge is not frictionless, so there's a friction. So the hinge here, there's a friction. And when the hinge is displaced by the external force and then released, so you can imagine that there's a force in such direction. So the hinge will move and then it will go back to the original positions. So the sine is displaced by 90 degrees, so it go up to here, 90 degree, and then the horizontal distance then gradually release. So at which angle to the vertical does the sine hang after release? So this sine is going to go back to the original positions, but due to the friction here, it will be suspended to certain position like this. It will stop here. So we take this as the information and they want to know what is the angle to the vertical and when the sine stop. So we take this hinge here, okay, to the vertical. All right, then you have this sine board as 0.8 meter here. So because it's a uniform square sine, so it should be at the middle here. You have a weight of 40 Newton. So which is 0.4 Newton here. So the hinge gives you a 6.0 Newton meter moment. So for the weight here, weight will create an clockwise moment. So there's a clockwise moment by the weight. So the hinge should have the opposite direction of moment, which is anti-clockwise moment. So your anti-clockwise moment in this case is 6.0 Newton meter. So it stopped. So your clockwise moment should be the same as well. So the clockwise moment is provided by the weight, so which is 40 times 0.4. Okay, there's a mistake here because you didn't consider about the direction. The definition for moment will be force times perpendicular distance. So let's the angle to be theta here because this theta is what you want to find from the question. So when you resolve it perpendicularly, so you should have sine theta here. So that should times sine theta equal to 6.0 Newton meter. So sine theta is equal to 6 over 40 times 0.4. So which give you 0.375. So theta will be 22 degree.